Hello, my name's Christopher, and today I'm going to show you how to install Linkwarden on Dockge. So, a little bit about this series, I'm going over home labs, so installing things, getting things set up, everything like that. So, if you're interested in that, subscribe, comment, like, support the channel, and let's get started. I wanted to let y'all know about the Big Bear community. We just launched a community on community.bigbeartechworld.com. It's based on discourse, so go on there, join it, and say hi. So, let's get back to registered programming. So this is what will be installed today, a self-hosted collaborative bookmark manager to collect, organize, and preserve web pages and articles. If you scroll down, you'll see some screenshots of it. It's got a pretty nice UI. And here's some more smaller screenshots of it. And here's some features. So that's what will be installed today on Dockge. So now I'm going to start on Big Bear Video Assets. There will be a link down the YouTube description to get to this. I'm going to go over to search right here and type in link. And then you'll see how to install Linkwarden on Dockge right here. I'm going to click it. Then I'm going to go over to Docker Compose. So version 3 of Docker Compose file format's being used. I'm going to set some services. And then the first service underneath the services is called Linkwarden. The container name is going to be called Big Bear Linkwarden. The image is coming off of GitHub because of the URL right here. And then this is the Docker image, and then this is the Docker image tag. And then restart unless stopped. So that means if you stop it for a reason, it will not try to restart. But if it fails for any other reason, then it will try to restart. And then I'm going to set volumes. So I'm going to set a local volume, and it'll be defined down the bottom. And this is on the host, and then this is on the container, and it's data. I'm going to set environment variables, so the database URL, the next auth secret, the next auth URL, and the next public disable registration. And then I'm going to set some ports. So on the left is host, on the right is container. If this does collide with another port on your host, you can change it. I'm going to set this service in a network of Linkwarden network, and it's defined down in the bottom too. And then I'm going to set a Postgres database, and this is under the services right here. So the container name is going to be called Big Bear Linkwarden DB. And then the image is coming off Docker Hub by default, and then it's Postgres for the Docker image. Restart unless stop. So it means if you stop it for a reason, it will not try to restart. But if it fails for any other reason, then it will try to restart. And then I'm going to set environment variables. So the Postgres user is Dockge. The Postgres password is Dockge password. The Postgres DB is Big Bear Linkwarden. And then this rhymes with these credentials up here: the username, the password, the service name, and then the port, and then the actual DB. You cannot change these environment variables. You cannot change them after this container has been created. So you will need to change these credentials in the database. And then you would need to update the database URL right here. So now I'm going to define the networks. So Linkwarden network is going to be a bridge network. And then volumes, I'm going to define those. So Linkwarden data, and then Linkwarden DB. And the Linkwarden DB is on the Postgres, and the Linkwarden data is on the actual Linkwarden service, the main one. So that's a little bit about the Docker Compose. I'm going to go up here to copy raw file, and then I'm going to go over to my Dockge and get this installed. So I wanted to let you know about the Big Bear Club. You can join it, and it greatly supports this channel, and I very much appreciate it. So if you'd like to join the Big Bear Club, you can go down the YouTube description and go to my Ko-Fi link and join it from there. So let's get back to registered programming. So now I'm going to start on my Dockge, and I'm going to go to Compose, and then stack. I'm going to put a stack name of Linkwarden stack. Then now I'm going to go over to the editor right here. I'm going to paste in the Docker Compose I explained over in Big Bear Video Assets. And then I'm going to say deploy up here. I'm going to click it. And then what this is doing is it's downloading the Docker images off the registry, getting them extracted, and getting them up with Docker Compose underneath. Because this does use the Docker engine to run the containers. So we got it up and running. So now I'm going to go over the stack options. So on the home page, you'll see statuses for active, exited, and inactive stacks from over here. So I'm going to go into the stack. So up here is actions. So you can go in and edit it, and you can edit the Docker compose over here, or you can edit in the UI or vice versa. You can go in and edit right here. You can also add a new service underneath the services. So if you add Nginx, you add it, and then it's added on the UI over here. Plus, it's added on the editor over here too. So I'm going to delete it. You can add URLs right here. You can add environment variables. You can set internal and external networks. You can come up here to actions. So deploy the changes, save the changes, stop and inactive, and then discard the changes. I'm going to discard the changes. So you can restart the stack. You can update the current tags on the stack. You can stop and inactive, and then you can delete the stack. You can also see the containers in the stack, so Linkwarden and then Linkwarden a DB. You can go into each container with bash over here, and then there we go. You can also use sh too. You can go into Linkwarden over here and the stack over here, and then you can do the same thing over here. You can see the logs right here. Great for debugging. You can see a read-only version of the Docker compose over here. So that's a little bit about the stack options and Dockge. So now I'm going to go into the UI of Linkwarden. So I'm going to go to Linkwarden stack over here. I'm going to go to the port. So I'm going to go to 3000. So now I'm going to sign up for a new account. And then, so now we've put our display name in, we've put our username, our password, and our confirm password. So I'm going to sign up. Now user is created, so I'm going to put my username in and my password. So I'm going to log in. So now you see the interface. So you'll see dashboard pinned, all links, collections, and you can see the collections and the tags. You can see a status, so links, collections, and tags. You can go into list view and card view. You can switch to light and dark mode. You can create a new link here, a new collection. You can also go up here to settings. You can go to your settings right here. You can set the appearance, the archives, the API keys, and you can change your password. So I'm going to go backwards. So now if I create a new link, you can create a new link and then so now you can put it into a collection if you had one. You can go into more options and you can name the link, put a description. You can add a tag, and then now you can create a link. So now I've created a link. So you can see pins over here. So I'm going to go back to the dashboard, and now I'm going to pin it to the dashboard. So now it's pinned over here. You can go into the all collections right here and add a new collection. So now I'm going to create a collection. So now you can go back into all links. You can go to the edit link right here, and you can set it into the testing collection, save. Now you can see it is in the testing collection now. So you can go up here for your options. You can edit collection info, share and collaborate, and delete collection. You can see who created it. You can go back to unorganized and you create a link in here too. You can go to the testing and you can see all the links in this tag right here. So you can rename the tag, remove the tag. You can also sort. You can change into list view or card view. You can go back to the dashboard and you can see recent and pinned. So you can see it did change now. We have one link, we have two collections, and we have one tag. So that's a little bit about the Linkwarden UI. So I just went over step by step on getting Linkwarden working on Dockge. So if you like this tutorial, subscribe, comment, like, and support the channel. And if you have any video suggestions or any community support, you can go down the Big Bear community and join our forum. There's a link in the YouTube description. So stay tuned for more.